Thursday. It is Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Yeah, because that one Monday this last week where I got abducted by aliens and I missed out on a whole day, it was kind of bothersome because I really had no clue what day it was. It was weird. And I'm talking to you guys like it was a Monday. Christie's people were LOLing me. I couldn't figure out why. I started to cry. It just broke my heart a little.
Jeff and Glenda and Mom and Julie and Debbie, good morning, you guys.
Good morning. Now, Zach tells us the sound is good on this.
Mm-hmm.
He says he thinks it's better than the...
We need to bring this home
Snowball.
and see the snowball.
I don't remember what it was called, but it's a good microphone. It's supposed to be.
Got my coffee.
I've got my coffee.
So we donated 3 garbage cans to the town for obviously for garbage. We put our name on them and Buceria's Plaza on them. So hopefully they stick around.
Because things do happen to go missing here often.
We put big holes in the bin itself so nobody takes it to do other things with.
Doesn't have a lid.
And we did not put the lid on or anything like that. So hopefully these stick around longer than some others have.
Coffee's gross.
Quit drinking it if you don't like it. That's all there is to it. So anyways, so the plaza is looking quite festive. It's
the trees are out. The nativity scene is out.
Yeah.
I don't think baby Jesus is there, but I don't think they put him out until day
Christmas
of
morning.
Christmas Day. Yeah. Because that's what happens. Santa Claus delivers babies.
And Jill, good morning.
Hello. So I went out this morning, no whales again. It just is so crazy how I have not seen whales or dolphins yet this year. Although everybody's telling me, oh, there's so many.
And he goes out every morning that we come to the office. He goes and sits there to look.
I do.
So I guess we just need to go out on a boat. And like I was telling him, I think we will be, I don't know if between Christmas and New Year, but after the New Year, we're going to be going with friends of ours that are coming down with their family. So yeah, speaking of family, man, I posted a picture of 3 years ago when all my kids were here. Zach and Chuita are not in the picture.
But the granddaughter is.
But
and that's all that matters.
Taylor was. Well, I would have liked Chuita in the picture.
Yeah, but no,
Amberlyn wouldn't. They weren't even pregnant with Amberlyn yet at that time, because that was 3 years ago. So, but yeah, so Shay and Matt and Kenzie and Chris, and we had Taylor, and it brought some tears because they're not coming this year. So it's tough. I miss my babies.
I'm okay with them not being here. I'm okay with them being here. I'm okay with them not being here. I just am happy that I got to wake up and have a coffee this morning because Christie brought me a coffee. And
we saw them on our fishing trip. Yeah, Jeff. Shh.
What?
Whales and dolphins. And Jolene said she saw some too, and she was
from
out.
The top of her roof.
Well, she sees them from her balcony or from her rooftop pool too. Julie is saying that Taylor and his friends are coming down on the 26th. If you see 8 really tall gringo guys sauntering around looking for anything, that's them. Oh, we'll be here if they need anything.
Yep.
So do give them my phone number. So if they need anything, or mind you, they've got other people that you guys rely on too. But we're here. So if they need anything, we would be more than willing to help them.
We used to tell people if the cops ever pick you up, call us. Until the phone rang at 3:00 in the morning one morning. John, we've been arrested by the cops. That was quite the phone call.
That was an interesting, yeah.
It was. So
we weren't really doing all what they said that we were.
So we decided that tomorrow we have one quick meeting in the morning at a developer. And,
most likely food.
And then we're done for the day. So tomorrow is going to be just the office won't be open. The office won't be open on Christmas Day. But then Boxing Day.
Is this Sunday? Office won't be open.
Office won't be open.
But we'll be here Monday morning.
So 3 days in a row, no office. Wow.
I'm going to have to ask Liz to just come and check on the garbage cans. She lives downtown, so.
Yeah.
Although
today is Liz's last day.
Liz's last day with us. Freaking Liz.
Freaking Liz.
It's kind of our new running joke. So every time we see her now, that'll be how we have to greet her, I think.
And speaking
until
of that,
we get over it.
April, if you're watching, please call the lady for the molasses. Please.
So Julie
really
is saying
molasses.
that if the boys are looking for something, it'll probably be food.
Well, that's a good thing to look for.
It's funny that
Especially
you
at
have no
Mexico.
comments on that. Is that right?
I don't know. So, guys, ask us questions. Tell us lies.
I hope you all have wonderful plans
Oh my
for Christmas.
Gosh, yes.
We have
Well, Fauci in the U.S. is telling people you need to ask their vaccination status and don't have anybody who's not vaccinated over. And you know what I say to Fauci? Let's go, Brandon.
Off.
Or Fauci you.
Fauci you. So yeah, he's trying to make it so only people in the same vaccination class should you hang out with.
Oh my gosh, can you believe that? Guys, we're heading towards Nazi Germany by Nazis who try and paint everybody else as Nazis, but they're really the Nazis.
Now,
Remember
I haven't verified this at all. So, but someone posted some stats from Saskatchewan, and they were posting how many unvaccinated people got COVID and how many died, and then how many that were single vaxxed and how many that had their boosters. So the percentages climbed when you had been vaccinated. Now, I have not verified this information. It is someone posted it, and it looks authentic, just like everything else does. So I'm not saying one way or the other, but those are interesting stats, and I would love to know if those are true stats, because if that's the case, and the more you're vaccinated, the more likely you are to not make it after having COVID, which is totally not what they were telling you when they were pushing the vaccinations. That's interesting to me.
Well, one thing that I thought was hilarious was they were talking about people who've been vaxxed and boosted that get the Omicron or the Delta variant. They have super immunity, which is code for natural immunity.
It does kind of make us giggle a little bit, but
it's just code for natural immunity,
and
guys.
Speaking of immunity, we have not gone back to whatchamacallit.
Yeah, we should.
Salud Digna to get our antibodies tested. So I think we will soon.
This is an antibody right here.
No, this is an antibody. That's an uncle body.
Oh, I see what you did there. But
yeah,
this is an antibody because nobody wants to be this.
Or near it.
Or near it. If you're married to it, that's definitely the case. So we had a weird thing happen at our house this morning. The toilet.
Morning, Jen.
Toilet started to bubble when I was in the shower. And then all of a sudden the water was filling up in the shower and the water started to fill up in the toilet. It was very strange. So I did the little thing where you do the thing.
Did the plunger and then he did the snake.
The plunger did nothing.
No. So whatever it was really good and stuck. I did flush the other toilet in the other bathroom too, though. So I don't know if that helped or not. I don't know.
But we need to bring in a plumber and just try and clean out stuff, because always little pieces of blue plastic kind of come up. And I've seen that now for 2 or 3 years at times. So something is wrong in our house. Well, it could have also been from the original. It's probably Greg.
Pretty sure it's Greg. We'll blame everything on Greg.
Frickin' Greg. Frickin' Greg.
I had something. I forget
what were you going to say?
I don't know.
Was it about our house? The plumbing?
The chandelier.
Oh, yeah.
The saga of the chandelier.
We knew it was going to happen.
The transfer didn't go as well as we had hoped. Unfortunately, the gentleman that took it down decided that instead of keeping it hanging in a bin like I had suggested, they folded all the rods on top of each other, which of course then got very twisted, which of course then when they tried to untwist them, rods broke. I counted, if the box that they set aside was all that broke, there was 9 of them. I am hoping that he did buy the new 9 new ones. And so they are apparently better be currently at my house, trying to retie each and every.
Almost 200. They're gonna have to tie up.
So no wonder he wants to be there. He did tell me he'd be there at 9, and he wasn't. But he is trying to make it good. So I'm impressed.
Oh, absolutely. He was going to even leave money at the office because he thought we would
pay us. Well, he knew I was upset.
Oh,
I was very upset.
I was beyond upset at the beginning because I could hear the glass breaking.
Yeah, and I tried to pretend that it wasn't breaking, that it was just clinking together. It made me feel better for a few minutes.
She's crazy.
Well, it was either that or totally lose my shit.
I can't believe you said that.
Yeah, I did.
Now, why are you tapping your
So
glass?
the other thing is at the same time all this was happening, we had something else delivered, which I can't say what it is right yet because it's a Christmas gift. But that wasn't quite as promised either. So
it's like everybody just screwing up, blaming everything else except for what it really is, which is incompetence, human incompetence. And that I think bugs us more than anything, because when we screw up, we say, "Oh, we screwed up."
And I get it. Like Taylor says, that was an accident. I made an accident.
Because if for moving the lamp, what would have been better is just to cut all of the glass, wrap it up, then dangle new wires through, and then just tie all of that. But you still needed to actually take pictures because this guy didn't take any pictures. So he's having to use our pictures, which fortunately on Google, if you type in Elements Realty Group, it brings up the photos that I took, and it has the photos in the office, which are all white balanced correctly, which I like.
Julie is saying they're only allowed 10 people in their house for Christmas.
Canada.
And Debbie says
Canada.
that she NBC.
Canada.
Yeah. Hey, Debbie says she's pet sitting for Tim and Mark. We'll be able to watch New Year's Eve from the penthouse. We're trying to figure out what to do for New Year's Eve. How coincidental. Do you think Mark and Tim will mind if we have a big party at their house?
Tim and Mark have a giant penthouse. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Stunning.
So Glenda is wondering, who is Greg and what did he do? So Greg was our original builder at our house when we first were doing the renovations.
And what did he do? I suspect a lot of weed.
I think that's mostly what he did, which is why there were so many issues. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't just weed.
Well, it was funny because when they were working on the roof, I said, "How long is it going to take for this job?" 3 days. 3 days.
Weeks.
And no, it ended up being 3 months. It was almost 3 months.
There was a lot.
It was almost
of
the entire
issues.
summer.
Yeah, conveniently
Conveniently
over
that
summer.
we paid the summer job. And this is what I always tell people is that if you have workers during the summertime, expect to have them the whole summer, because that is how there's no jobs. So yeah, and looking back, there's so much that we should have done differently. Always pay more than you think it's going to cost you. Because if you try and make it about price, you will get price problems.
Yeah, don't take the cheapest bid, because usually it costs you twice as much, as we found out.
Yep. The most expensive bid going to be plus or minus 10%, but the cheapest bid is going to cost you 50% to 100% more.
Exactly.
Don't do it.
And
it's going to drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Because when you're going up my stairs, there's the corner, and the corner should be 90 degrees, but it's probably 79 degrees. It's so weird.
Yeah. Well, there's just, there's issues. We have a water issue that we've not been able to figure out.
Which one?
That one, I guess it's dry now, right? Both issues, I think, are dry.
What?
The water issue at the house. The ones outside in the backyard.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
The nice thing is with red brick, it's just perfect. It never, ever goes bad.
We should hire Tirsa and Roberto as our property managers so they can deal with the problem, so we don't have to anymore.
Tirsa and Roberto, they own a property management company.
Yeah.
Currently, they're managing 32 houses.
Or didn't they say 31, but hopefully 32? Isn't that what happened with the conversation with our clients?
No, it was going to be 33, I think is what it was.
Glenda, you're right. People get in a big hurry and then there's accidents because they think that it'll be, no problem. No problem.
8 hours
There's a
later,
problem. There was a problem.
there was a problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
Well, plus he did it for 8 hours. He was moving a chandelier for 8 hours.
Well, trying to install
And then we've
it.
got another 2 days of that as well.
Yeah.
To move one chandelier,
Yeah.
which was 5,000 pesos.
He looks at me, he says, when you got it, how was it? Did you have to tie them all? I said, no, it was all tied. They were put in the box, chandelier side down. Like I told you. Each one was individually wrapped with plastic too, but still.
It was a thin plastic. It wasn't
Yeah, it
thick
was
plastic.
just little thin bags, but still. Anyways,
We probably should have saved those.
we should have probably saved a lot of things.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
money.
This morning she asked me, should we throw these boxes away? I'm like, let's hang on
Probably
to it
save them
for a
few
few
days.
weeks until we try it out. Because we did get another blender. Because we had a blend tech, and blend techs are supposed to be amazing. I've watched the YouTube videos. They shred up cell phones. Will It Blend is a great channel, and they use a blend tech. Well, our blend tech, the shaft was off just a little tiny bit, just the tiniest little bit. Always made a little more noise,
Mm-hmm.
and it would wear through the grommets and we would eventually lose the blender top, and then have to buy another one. So it was $100 per blender top. So this time we got a Vitamix. And man, that sucker is built like a frickin' tank.
The weight difference between the two is actually very substantial. We haven't used it yet. We just unpacked it yesterday. We went to Costco and tried to reduce our taxes for the year.
And we got a new ice maker, which uses a lot less electricity. It uses about 180 watts an hour, but it makes a lot more ice.
And good morning, Leanne. Leanne, your stuff is ready. The stand was not picked up, so I will. It's all ready at the front of the office here for you whenever you and Gord can get here. I don't think I'll be here at noon when you arrive, but Merry Christmas and thank you for coming to the little fair thingy that we had. The little
it was a little event.
Market, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be bigger.
I mean, we
next
didn't
time.
have it. It wasn't ours. We helped, but it wasn't our market. But
We paid for it.
we helped a lot.
We paid for it a lot.
That's okay.
It is. Oh my
That
gosh.
was our decision.
Absolutely.
Merry Christmas.
And we got facturas.
And we got facturas and we got Christmas presents. That's
What?
where
Oh, you bought Christmas
bought
presents.
Christmas
That's it.
presents. Yeah.
Now, does everybody who has a present know?
Nope. One person does not know yet. Not you. Don't worry. So I didn't buy you anything.
You said you did buy me something.
Oh yeah. So Sunday I went shopping with Jolene and Willie. Don't go shopping with Jolene unless you're ready to spend money.
So then you said to me, oh yeah, by the way, I bought you a Christmas gift. And we don't normally do that. So I went to Costco yesterday. I said, okay.
Okay, well, I said I bought him a Christmas gift. He says, you didn't have to do that. And I said, it's okay. I bought myself one too. So that was
From
what
you.
happened on Sunday. From him. Yeah, from him. He
You're
says,
welcome.
He says, what is it? And I said, well, I can't tell you. You have to wait till you open it. Or I open it.
Yeah, which is odd. But then we went to Costco. I told her, I said, you know what? Just spend like $150, get some wine.
He says, buy some wines that you wouldn't normally buy.
Well, actually, I said 3 of $50.
You told me to buy three $50 bottles of wine, so 1,000 pesos. But then I'm like, there really aren't a lot for 1,000 pesos at Costco. So we ended up buying 7 bottles altogether.
But you did, yes, and you like them. So then she's like studies the wines because she needs to like look them up, and she's like, oh, this is in the top 10 in the world.
Yeah.
Like,
so I've got some wines that I'm very excited to try. They're all reds.
in the world. Like, do you understand how flippin' amazing that is?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. So we years ago, we had a client of ours who was a consular agent in Mexico City for Canada. And he's the one that told us, because we were kind of like Christie says, well, how can anybody charge X number
How
of
can
dollars?
you justify spending that
It
much
was
money?
$3,000.
Dollars. I
for a
said, how
bottle
can
of
you
wine.
justify spending that much money on a bottle of wine? They're like, trust me, you will get to that point where you don't think twice about it.
He
Now,
says it depends on the deal, is
yes,
what he said.
yes, that is true. And so I still don't know if I'm quite at that point but I am willing to spend a little bit more. And there are some really good wines out there, like the Casa Madero
tequila,
family.
you have no problem.
Tequila, I have
money
no
on.
problem, but I don't finish a bottle of tequila in a night like I can a bottle of wine.
She can drink a whole bottle of wine in a cup. Like she's got giant cups.
I do have a couple of those. People think I like wine for some reason. So I've had a few people give me these big, the big glasses that hold a whole glass of wine.
Who
Or
here
bottle
has
of wine.
Who here has a cup that can hold a bottle of wine? If you do, please let us know. We wanna know.
Starbucks sells them.
What?
They're not technically for wine, but they have the big 750 milliliter. There's a lot of cups nowadays that are 750 mils because that's all a bottle of wine is.
Well, what about a wine? Who's got a wine cup?
Wine cup? I do. I have 3.
I know you do. I'm asking who out there.
I've been given them from various
She's
friends.
making fun of me.
No, I just couldn't speak. Was having troubles. Good morning, Donna.
Hello. So please, if you don't have a wine glass, maybe tell us that, because maybe you're human.
No, if you don't have a wine glass, how human can you be? What do you drink it out of coffee mugs?
No, but I mean a 750 ml wine cup.
Gotcha.
Like, do you understand the stability issues with a 750? If it had a stem,
they do.
It would
have
be
stems.
huge. Like that would be.
They're actually not as big as you would think. 750 milliliters is not that much.
You've got a problem.
No, I mean
you have a drinking problem. If all of a sudden a glass of wine, it's not a lot. It's not a lot.
No, that's not what I meant.
That's what you said, and it is what you meant. It's not a problem.
Good morning, Brian. That is not what I meant, that it's not a lot to drink. It's just not as big a cup as I would have thought it would be for 750 milliliters.
Now, if you had 750 milliliters of vodka.
See, that would even put me out.
Well, one night we had over a liter. There was 3 of us. One of the ladies, very small, and Christie and myself, and we drank over a liter of tequila.
Did you read Larry's? Why would you need to worry about the stem if you don't set it down?
Thanks, Larry. Good point. Christie does not put it down. And it's funny because they say, why cry over spilled milk? For Christie, it's why cry over spilled wine. And she's like, I know why. Because it's wine.
Exactly.
And I will miss that wine so much.
I think he's just exaggerating a little bit.
Not about wine with you. Or tequila. So we're
depending
thinking,
on the tequila. If it's Jose Cuervo, spill away.
Just all over the place. You wouldn't even use Jose Cuervo as a cleaner. It's like it would just leave a disgusting smell.
Oh my goodness. Good morning, Jim.
Hello.
And another Donna. Good morning, Ellen. Good morning.
So yeah, nobody here has the wine cup that holds.
At least no one's admitting to it.
Mind you, yeah, I'm not going to say anything bad about you. If you do.
Oh my goodness. Goodness.
We do have to head home. Like, we've got so much to do.
Yes.
I think we're still going to check in tomorrow. We will be a little later because we do have to go to.
We have an appointment at 9, and then that's it for us for the day. Today we have an appointment at 1, but I think John will have to stay home with the workers at the house because Cecilia is there, the housekeeper, and so she'll be there probably till 2-ish.
Oh, I can actually tell you the people that we're meeting tomorrow, we're working with another agent in town, and it's another agent that we're curious as to how they still
are in business.
Exist because they piss everybody off. Now, according to Google, everybody loves them, but in reality, it's so weird. So I don't know if they're paying for these reviews or whatever, but we don't actually.
Oh, I can't see them do that.
Yeah. No. We don't need to be like that. But at the same time, they were telling us that in this one development, pretty much everybody there is like upset with these people. And it's like, finally. So he's like, you know what? He gave them the finger and said, I want to work with you guys, which is nice. He says, I've researched you guys and you guys stand out. So that's why we're meeting them. And it's a it's going to be a very fast sale. Which is just like the
assuming they get what they want at that development.
Yeah.
Right. So that's another thing.
Yeah, it's a very strange market that we live in.
No,
right now.
it is a strange market that we are in, and but we're doing okay.
Well, Christie told our daughter how much we've done, like volume wise or whatever, and she's like, "Holy shit!" So it's funny to us just how everybody at once has decided they want to live in Bucerias or the area, because we do sell up to. I used to tell people Chicala. I don't want to drive to Chicala, but pretty much La Pinita. I'll go to La Pinita.
No, really, Chicala's not that much farther from La Pinita. If you're willing to go to La Pinita, why would you not be willing to go to Chicala?
It's an extra 20 minutes. I don't know. It's just such that single highway when it goes to the 4-lane highway.
Then it'll.
I'm gonna go
open it up
all the way down there every day of the week.
No, we won't.
I would.
You wouldn't though.
I wouldn't. So it is when that new highway. If you know when that new highway is going to be built, that would be fantastic. Let us know, because we have no clue.
Apparently, a part is opening by Las Vadas or somewhere in that area. I'm not sure. I didn't read the whole.
So that's going to
thing.
be the third segment, and it's already saved over an hour off of the time there, and it's a lot safer to go there. One time years ago, when we had our 15-passenger van. And we're driving to Guadalajara, and we're going by a cane field, like a sugar cane field, because they grow sugar cane here. And the entire mountain was on fire.
That was an intentional set.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But we're in our vehicle with the AC on, and we're feeling the heat from the entire fire just going up like a freight train up the mountain.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
It was terrifying.
Then another time late at night, over in a distant mountain, there was a fire up there.
City,
that was cool.
Yeah, we were.
No, we were driving, so it wasn't with the kids, Kenzie and Zach. Was that the time? Was Zach with us or just Ken's?
I think all the kids. It had to be our 2010 road trip.
Maybe
And
there was a bunch.
So everybody except Spencer. But that was it looked like Minecraft or something.
Yeah, it was very cool. Very cool in the distance.
Or like Lord of the Rings. The entire mountain was on fire, and there was like little spots of fire and stuff, and it was dark and light, and it was very dark outside. It was really it was very cool. We've seen some incredible things here. When I was going to Chiapas many years ago, 17 years ago, 16 years ago, we were on a mission trip. So the 3 oldest kids and myself had gone to Chiapas. And when we're going through Mexico City, we're up in the mountains, and all of the steam was going up the mountain. So it was like a wall of steam shooting up to the sky like a freight train. You could not see through it. It was just all going up.
What was it caused from?
It had to be humidity down below
and then the
all
cool
that
air
cold
in the mountains.
It was magical. I mean, we've seen such incredible
good
weather
morning,
here.
Scott, how are you? Your cousin's watching this morning.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah, there's just so much beauty to see in this, and so much fascinating stuff to see in this country.
And cheap vegetables and fruit.
Yeah.
And skinny cows. We've got the skinniest cows in the world here.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happens when you're a healthy cow with low blood pressure, and no diabetes problems. You're a skinny cow.
Alrighty. On that note, we're gonna say goodbye because we do have a day. We have a day. We have a lot of day to do.
All right, guys.
So we're going to say goodbye. We're going to say thank you guys for
tomorrow.
joining us today.
Thank
and
you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We
if
will
we
see you
don't
tomorrow.
see you tomorrow, but we will be on tomorrow.
All right.
All right. Take care.
Bye,
Have a great
guys.
day. Bye.
I'm only looking this way because the screen is over there.